Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelia and today we are starting off another reading vlog. I don't really have too many reading plans for this week. I'm kind of just gonna play it by ear, but I'm currently about halfway through The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington. So obviously my first plan is to finish this up. It's quite a thickie, but probably can finish it up in like a day or two if I really get into it. And then after that, I'm not totally sure. I am feeling like it's time to pick up another Wheel of Time book, so I am potentially going to get started on Winter's Heart. But I also got this book recently, A Magic Steeped in Poison, so I might pick that one up, and that's a pretty short, like YA kind of book, so I can probably finish that pretty quickly. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of like a move reading kind of week other than what I'm already reading. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I've been doing a pretty bad job of recording stuff for this vlog, but I did last night finish The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington, and I'm a little bit torn, having some mixed feelings, because for a lot of it, or for a decent amount of it, I kind of wasn't totally invested. Like, I was enjoying it, but there were some parts that kind of like, I don't know, like felt kind of like borrowed. And I know that like most fantasy is inspired by or uses elements from other fantasies, but there are just a few things in here that felt extra like that, like they did too much inspiration, not enough innovation. And I also just like wasn't super connecting that much to the characters, so it was a little bit hard to be super invested. But then the last half, I think, it like drew me in a lot more, and there were some things towards the end, like some twists that I felt were really well done, because there was like stuff in the earlier part that like kind of explained that or like gave hints towards that. So when you got the twists, they weren't I didn't expect them, but they had been like prefaced in some way. So yeah, I think I'm going to continue the series. I know that the library near my house happens to have the second book in stock at the moment, and I have a few books that I need to pick up as well, so I might grab that if I go there later today. But I think what I'm probably going to read next is book 9 of Wheel of Time, Winter's Heart. I would really like to finish this year, so I need to make some progress, and I'm feeling like the time is right to get back into this world. I'm feeling inspired for Wheel of Time right now. So yeah, I will probably, hopefully, have some time to start this today, and also go to the library and pick up my holds that are in and book 2 of the, what is this called? The Lycanius trilogy. I definitely thought it was the Lycanius cycle, but I don't know why. I feel like cycle would have been a good name. I don't know. Anyway, that's all the update I have for now, so I'll check in again later. Hello friends. So this has been one of those days where I kind of just like don't want to do anything, but I need to not spend all day sitting at my desk. So I'm gonna go to the library. I have a bunch of books that need to be returned, so I'm gonna do that. Pick up my holds, you know, normal library things. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that now, and then hopefully doing one thing will inspire me to do more. So I'm back from the library now, and I did get a little bit carried away at the library. I ended up with 5 books. So 2 of those books were holds that I had put on hold, so they were waiting for me. So I have The Lives of Locke Aurora by Scott Lynch. I'm not really that sure what this is about, but I know a lot of people talk about it. I think some people love it, some people hate it kind of deal. One of those more like split opinion books. So we shall see what my opinion is on it soon. And then I got This Is How You Lose the Time War. This is a lot smaller than I was thinking it would be. I don't know why, but I just assumed it was a bigger book because I've heard so many like good things about it, and this is like not a lot of pages to do a lot of good things, but I'm excited to check that out. And it's always nice to have something a little bit shorter to read. Like I don't even think this is even 200 pages. No, I think it's 198, so that's nice. And then I picked up Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Nero. I've been looking at this in the bookstore on and off for a while. I think the cover is really nice, and I read the blurb and it sounds interesting, and I just was walking around the fiction section in the library and I saw it, and so I just grabbed it, and I'll get to it or I won't, I don't know. Then I have A Hero Born by Jin Young. I've seen this also in the bookstore a lot, so, but I wasn't totally sure from the blurb if I would love it or not, so I didn't really want to buy it. But when I saw it in the library, I was just like, I'll grab it, I might get that. And then lastly, I have Ball Lightning. I don't know if you can really see the title there. I have never read anything by this author, and I didn't really know what this was about, but my sister recommended me read The Three Body Problem by this author, and I haven't read that yet, but I saw the author, like the name is really, the author's name is huge on the spine, so I thought I would just grab this and give it a try. I have sort of a problem with sci-fi where I don't end up actually usually liking it that much, so I'm gonna give another different author a try and see if I can get into some sci-fi. I still think that I'm gonna pick up Winter's Heart next, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet, and I don't think I'm gonna start reading right this second. I think I'm going to work on another bookmark actually. I don't know if I've said it yet on this channel, but I did just start an Etsy store where I'm selling like digital products for like reading accessories. So my first product is a page tracking bookmark that you can print out, and it's inspired by the ones that I use. So for example, this is my bookmark from May, where I have a design on one side, and then the other side is a really simple like table where I'll write down the date, the title, and the number of pages I read that day of my books. As you can see, this one's extremely full because I never made one for June, so I put June on here until I ran out of space. So yeah, this is essentially what they are, but it's a digital file so you can print them yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna go, I think, work on another design for that, and then I will hopefully get to some reading a bit later. Indigo has arrived, so that means books. So I thought it would be fun to open it up together. Oh my god, it didn't go all the way. What's the point of the easy open strip if it's not gonna work? Oh man. Okay. Here we have it. The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. That's gotta be one of the longest titles I've read in a while, although that does seem to be a bit of like a trend recently to have really long titles. So this is the second of the secret projects. I read Tress on the channel, Tress, not that long ago, so I'm excited to read the next one. I'm very pleased that they are like the exact same size, although I'm not sure that I'm gonna put them next to each other on the shelf, but yeah, so if you are interested in Brandon Sanderson or his secret projects, keep an eye out on the channel because I will be doing a video on this one soon, probably next couple of weeks, most likely. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. All right, I'm now 2 chapters into book 9 of the Wheel of Time, Winter's Heart. Although one of them was the prologue, but it was kind of a long prologue and it really felt more like a normal chapter than a prologue. I'm not totally sure why it was called the prologue when it like seems to happen like immediately preceding the events of chapter 1 and it's following like our normal main characters. So I'm not really specifically sure why that was classified as a prologue, but here we are. So far so good. I'm making some annotations, so it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I mean, not too much has happened so far. It's mostly just, I just dropped my bookmark. I'm mostly just kind of trying to remember the stuff that happened in the last one because it's been a little while since I read it, but yeah, so far so good, and I will update you when I get a little bit further.
I'll bring over the sheet.